How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Wolves and welcome back to another match preview, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. The weather is warm. I'm sure we're all enjoying it. And of course, Wolves have got 2 wins out of 2 since the restart. And we're going to be hoping to make it 3 wins out of 3. We have a West Midlands clash up against Aston Villa at Villa Park. My name is Dave. Of course, I'm going to be previewing this game with you as well. We're going to have my thoughts on the fixture, a little bit of Villa insight as well. And firstly, I'd like to really thank you guys. We're so close to 6,000 subscribers now, which I think we'll hit over the next weekend. And also, we've hit 1 million views. After the game against Bournemouth, we got a couple of videos out, and that took us to over 1 million views on the channel. So our videos have been clicked over 1 million times, which is an unbelievable feeling, guys. So I really, really do appreciate all the support. Of course, we're still, in terms of YouTube channels, we're still pretty young. So for us to hit that milestone, while still giving you guys informative videos, I really, really do appreciate the support on that. So, Villa versus Wolves. Of course, Wolves coming off the back of 2 great victories. One being away from home in London against West Ham, and one being our first game at Molineux. Really, really tough environment with the heat and so on. But we did manage to get that 1-0 win against Bournemouth in the end. They proved quite a difficult team to break down, didn't they? You know, they packed out that midfield, made it, for me, it looked like Neves and Moutinho. They made it quite difficult for those two, who normally are such talented players. You know, they really restricted what Neves and Moutinho could do. But in the end, it was that lethal combination of Adama Traore into Raul Jimenez again, which was the difference, and of course gave Wolves the victory in the end. So that's 6 points out of 6 so far. Wolves will be hoping to make it 9 points out of 9 from their first 3 games as they face off against Aston Villa. Our sort of points per game against the bottom 4 or 5 this year is so much better than it was last year. And I said that in the review. I think that Wolves this time last year probably wouldn't have won that Bournemouth game, but it just shows how far we've come. We're slowly but surely learning to be a bit more patient and really take our opportunities when we get them. And I think that's what we may have to do again against Villa. They got an equaliser, obviously, against Newcastle in the end to get a decent point, to be fair to them. But at the moment, they are sat in 19th in the league, level on points with Bournemouth and West Ham. So just 1 point, you know, from safety. But at the moment, with some of their fixtures coming up, I'm sure Villa fans probably are dreading this game. But I know, and I'm sure plenty of Wolves fans know, this isn't going to be a walk in the park. This is still going to be a pretty difficult game. Aston Villa, I'm sure if they could only win 1 game from the remaining fixtures, they would love to beat Wolves just to grab those local bragging rights. But I'm sure Wolves will fancy the 3 points as well. So I think it's going to be all to play for. It's going to be a very, very intense game, especially if the weather's like this. I think it's going to be a difficult game for Wolves as well. But as I say, Adama Traore and Raul Jimenez, they've combined for 10 Premier League goals this season, the most of any duo this campaign. And Aston Villa, though, do have a good record against us at Villa Park. They are unbeaten in the last 4 home games against Wolves. Of course, I can remember the Carabao Cup game, which I went to earlier this season, where Wolves rotated a lot that game. We almost got something out of that match, to be fair, but Villa in the end did get the win. You remember the disastrous defeat, I think it was 4-1, the year we came up as well, and Villa beating us 4-1 at their place. But I'm hoping, you know, the Wolves could turn up. I think without the fans there, it'll be very, very difficult for Aston Villa to create anything. But I really do think they're going to try and boss that midfield again. So I'm going to head over now to Max. He's our Villa fan today from Villa on Tour. You can check out his socials. I'll leave a link to those in the description. And these are his thoughts ahead of the game.
Right, hello Wolves fans, Max here from the Villa on Tour YouTube channel. Now, Wolves against Villa, or Villa against Wolves on Saturday. I'm really not confident by any stretch of the imagination. Our last result obviously was Newcastle 1-1, where we came from behind, but we weren't great. I mean, we created chances, but we're just not clinical. And defensively, there's always a mistake in us, always a mistake. And I just think the likes of the pace of Adama Traore and just the sheer goal threat from Raul Jimenez, we will be in a lot of trouble on Saturday. I can't lie to you. I just think defensively, Raul Jimenez has been one of the best strikers in the Premier League this season, in my opinion. And I think we're really going to struggle. I really do. I just don't see, especially with our formation as well. I think Dean Smith is slightly stubborn. He keeps on playing 4-3-3, and we just need to go 2 up top because we need wins. We are picking up the odd draw, but in a relegation battle, that's not good enough in my opinion. So hopefully we'll go 2 up top, which might leave us susceptible in midfield. You know, Ruben Neves might take advantage of that. I'm not sure, but No, I'm really, really not confident. If I had to put a score on it, I'd probably say 3-0 Wolves. I mean, you're probably going to love to hear that, but I just can't see where the next win is going to come from for Aston Villa at all, because I was fuming after yesterday, because that was our chance against Newcastle, because our fixtures coming up, the likes of, yes, we've got you lot Wolves, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Crystal Palace even. I just don't see where the next points are going to come from for Villa. So you lot are going to love to hear my negativity. I'm going to go 3-0 Wolves. Not great, but anyway, up the Villa.
So big thanks to Max. As I say, his social media links are down in the description down below. But Wolves, the Wolves team is what we're looking at really. We're unbeaten in our last 7 matches in the Premier League, won 4, drawing 3. We've got 6 clean sheets out of the 7. So defensively, we are really, really solid. And I think from a sort of outsider point of view, I think Villa's attack is what is letting them down really. Of course, they've got the key options like your Jack Grealish's. You've got John McGinn on his game as well. But even with the players such as Tyrone Mings, who do get a lot of praise in the press, defensively they have been very poor, keeping just one clean sheet in their last 12 Premier League games. So I think Wolves got to take advantage of that. I think in terms of our team lineup, I think it's quite a headache for Nuno. I think it is a real headache. We went into that game against West Ham. We bossed the midfield. I think we had to do that. First game back, we didn't want to be too open. We just, we held that midfield really well. And as the game went on, West Ham opened up a little bit. Nuno timed his substitutions and the personnel almost to perfection. The game against Bournemouth, I wouldn't have been unhappy to see Nuno play with the 5 in the middle. I think it would have worked a little bit better against Bournemouth. But in the end, we stuck with it. And we saw Adama get the ball in. And obviously him and their score, as I've mentioned. As I say, it's going to be a headache for Nuno. Does he stick with that formation? Does he stick with the 3-4-3? I think against a team as shaky as Villa defensively, such as Matt Targett as well down that left-hand side for Villa. I think, he's arguably one of the weak links, no disrespect to him. You would love to see Adama running at him. But at the same time, I think Villa are going to try and bolster the middle of the pitch and try and get lots of the ball there. So it's going to be an interesting one. Does he bring Neto back into the team? Neto, of course, he missed that great chance at the end of the Bournemouth game, but he just looks like a breath of fresh air every time he comes on the pitch right now. So it is going to be a headache. I think, personally, he will go unchanged. I think we're going to start with the same lineup that played against Bournemouth. I think we're going to see Patricio, Cody Sace and Bolly, Johnny and Doc, Neves, Matinho, Adama, Raul and Jota. However, saying that, I would not be surprised to either see Neto come in for Jota or go into the midfield 3 and possibly drop in Adama. I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see how Nuno goes in this game. But a win would be huge, of course. Liverpool now have gone on to win the league after Chelsea beating Man City. It would have been a good result if City got that win against Chelsea, because with we're one of the few Premier League fixtures. If we had won on Saturday against Villa, we would have gone into 4th place in the league, which straight away would have put pressure on some of the other teams. But we can leapfrog Manchester United. Obviously, they'll have a game in hand, but we can put the pressure on them straight away for their next fixture if we win. And things are looking good, guys. We just need to start creating that little bit of breathing space between us and all the teams below us. You look at it now, we're still 4 points ahead of Spurs, 5 points ahead of Sheffield United, 6 points ahead of Arsenal. It's crazy to think, but we're in a pretty healthy position right now, and we've just got to keep on going. Got to keep on doing our thing. And I know we are looking at other teams quite a lot, but I think as long as Wolves focus on themselves, which I'm sure they do as a club, and focus on how we play, the results will come, and I'm sure we'll all be celebrating at the end of what has been a crazy, crazy season. But guys, as always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Give me your score predictions. I haven't actually left a score prediction on the last 2 previews, right? And we've won, so I'm not going to give a score prediction yet. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. Be sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. As I said, thank you so much for the support recently on the channel. We've hit some milestones that, at the start of the channel, maybe I didn't expect to ever hit. So I really, really do appreciate your support. And of course, enjoy your weekend. We'll be back for all the action after the Villa game on Saturday. But yeah, fingers crossed for a Wolves win. And I'll see you all very, very soon.